The same factors will hold true towards the head and the body. How many heads can there be for a body? Well, I only seen one. For future reference, when I just say a body, everything is going to be based off of the human body. One head, one body. One mind, one heart. One decision. The decision maker. Now that decision maker can delegate all different responsibilities in terms of just making different heads of certain departments. But in terms of the overall group, especially in terms of the direction that the group is going in, who does the group as a whole look up to? Who's over that group? Does somebody control that group? At the very top of the group has to be one man. I can't even say has to be, but so far that I've seen, has to be one man. Yes or no? Who has the final say so? Now, when you see who's at the top of that group, you know, it's one man. He ain't hiding behind nobody else. So that person is who I never, ever in my life, out of all the groups that I've been a part of, I never met the head, never seen him, never had. I met heads that were, you know, delegated by him or by other heads. You know, it's like a whole hierarchy. But I always knew that whether it's the boss or supervisor or whoever it is that's giving me instructions in terms of what the group is about, what it's doing, how to behave in the group, how to how to dress, how to talk, what to wear. The man who I always seen, I'll enter into just personal example. I was in the military, and I had an opportunity, or I was given an opportunity, or I was told, what they call voluntold, to go eat with the general. You know, they just said, "Hey, we need some bodies." You gotta love the vulgarness of the military. Hey, we need some bodies. For what? You need me to go what? Carry some sandbags. I was an enlisted soldier. So, nah, man, we need some bodies to go eat with the general. Now, when he said the general, that's the general of our brigade. That's not. That general had a general. And say, I still don't know really the whole hierarchy, but let's just say, I think the president is the commander. He's quote unquote the man, in charge of the whole military on some level. He don't really do anything with the military. He has some appointed general. But everybody got somebody they report to. Everybody got somebody who can make decisions above their head. So me being an enlisted soldier was eating with this general, and the general asked everyone everybody was sitting at the table. He asked a question, and they went into like a workshop, and everybody got a chance to answer that one question, and he may or may not inquire more on individual answers. And you know, like I say, this response of responding thing, this wasn't the time to tell the general how you feel about the military. It wasn't a time to it wasn't a time for you to say anything about your feelings. If anything, you know, I feel this food is good or something that you are convinced would be pleasing for him to hear. Because that's not, I mean, we're not brought up in any group that has this level of responding, going back and forth, as though the head of the group is relating to the group, as though a father would to a child. You know, that general knew, and I knew that he had no problems sending me off to my death. You know, I mean, he would probably try to mitigate factors, but not like a father would. A father would just say, "No, I'm gonna do everything in my power possible." There are no feelings involved in groups, basically. You don't even expect something like that to be the case. You don't even expect the head of the group to have a heart. They're making decisions purely based on reason, on logic, and not on feelings. And that's the world that we live in. That's what we come to expect. That's what we've been taught at schools, at universities, on the jobs. You're not gonna find some group where you can have a heart-to-heart conversation with the head of the group. That is unheard of. But ultimately, that is what's going on with this one group, Bnei Baruch. For the head of the group. Now, how you know somebody talking from the heart? I guess that's something you have to feel. It's either you feel it or you don't. And if you don't feel it, it just means that your heart is closed off to that person. Head of the group every day. Now, I say 3 hours every day. In today's world that we live in, you think they would look pretty much like me, like some people who are completely disconnected from the real world, society. Mm-mm. They look nothing like me. The majority, not no. I'm I'm truly impressed at who they allow to participate, to attend, and to even become and be a part of the group. Whatever they're doing is not for monetary profit. Not for monetary profit. I wouldn't be. Just for me watching the group and attending the group, they it costs them money. Costs, I mean, for them to, for the production, for the just the. This is like high quality. You would think it's like some webcam on some ceiling. You just see a bunch of guys in a room or something like this. You know, it's like Hollywood in there. A whole bunch of people in the crowd. Anybody asks a question, they got the camera zoomed in on them. Like, you know, this person is really presented in a good light, you know. The camera turns to the angle cut on this person, and then cut back to the raft to hear. You'll hear this. You may not even know what they're talking about, but you can look and say, "Wow, they seem to be having an intense conversation, real time, live." So, what do they gain from that? What do you gain from having these are telltale signs that they have something good. Now, I'm just focusing on the external shell of the group, not even going into the meat. That's why I said it's got to be a series, because it's to me is I would describe it as revealing. This group has a light. It's bright. You see it, it's like, oh, like everything that they do don't make no sense to anybody outside the group. Why? Because they never seen or felt anything like it before. They never been a part of a group, a public group, not like a private group such as a family, but a public group, to where this kind of behavior is being demonstrated. This is respectable behavior. This is worthy of respect. It's like, look again. Like, you look at it and you're just like, what am I looking at? Well, pay attention to these details as one takes them in the group that they are attached to or connected to. Everybody part of a group, multiple groups. The nation that you were born in, the race that you were born in, the wealth status that you were born in, your body. That's your body. My nation, race, and wealth status. But like me, I'm somebody. I'm speaking from my heart. Now my body is just my body. I would have looked like this, or worse, or better, regardless of any decision, regardless of any choice that I've ever made in life. I could influence the way my hair looks, or other superficial things, but it has nothing to do with my choices. Like, I will still have the same attachments. The nation that I was born in, the race that I was born in, the wealth status, there's some flexibility there. It depends on You know, which group are you actually? You drawing straws between. We're all poor compared to billionaires. Uh, that's a distinguished group. You ain't stumbling your way into that group.